It was one of those nights in the NFL where the spotlight didn't just fall on the game itself, it shifted to the sidelines. The Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the New York Giants under the bright lights of Sunday Night Football at MetLife Stadium, found themselves making headlines for something other than touchdowns and field goals. All eyes were on Travis Kelce and his head coach, Andy Reid, after a fiery exchange that unfolded right in front of the cameras. The moment came in the second quarter. Harrison Butker had just missed a 40-yard field goal, and frustration was already in the air. But then the cameras caught it. Reid, clearly upset, shouting at his star tight end, Travis Kelce. And not only shouting, he actually bumped Kelce on the sideline. The tension was undeniable. Kelce didn't hold back either, mouthing words back at his coach before the two separated. It wasn't just a passing glance. This was a clash between two of the biggest figures in the Chiefs dynasty. NBC announcer Mike Tirico captured the mood perfectly, noting, "We've seen them before kind of get heated there. You can sense the frustration on both sides of that story." And he was right. The game hadn't been going Kelce's way. By halftime, he had only 2 catches for a mere 4 yards. The Chiefs, a team known for their explosive offense, were scraping by with just 2 field goals, clinging to a slim 9-6 lead against a Giants team that hadn't even won a game yet. But in the midst of this drama, rookie Cam Scatterbo managed to inject life into the Giants with his second touchdown, tying things up at 6-6. For the Chiefs, it was less about the scoreboard and more about the body language. Kelce's visible frustration and Reid's fiery response painted a picture of a team battling not just their opponent, but themselves. And fans online wasted no time reacting. One wrote, "Man, you can feel this whole situation splitting at the seams. Kelce looks basically disinterested at this point." Another bluntly declared, "This team might actually be done." But Reid, never one to let the story spin out of control, downplayed the moment when asked about it afterward. With a smile, he told NBC, "That's okay, we need some juice, so that's good." In other words, for him, passion on the sidelines meant life in the game. But for fans watching, the drama seemed much bigger than just a motivational spark. And here's the thing, this wasn't the first time we've seen Kelce and Reid in a sideline showdown. The last one grabbed just as many headlines, and that was during the Super Bowl, with Taylor Swift, now Kelce's fiancée, watching from the stands. That moment had gone viral, and now, months later, history repeated itself in front of a national audience. It's worth noting that Kelce's rough start to the season hasn't just been about football. Just days before this clash, he was fined $14,491 by the NFL for what they called obscene gestures during the Chiefs game against the Philadelphia Eagles back on September 14th. On a 23-yard play, cameras caught Kelce making a taunting gesture toward his rivals, a move that spread across social media instantly. To make matters worse, he was heard telling his teammates, "I'm sick of this all," right before a Fox broadcast break. That night ended with a 20-17 loss for Kansas City, their worst 0-2 start since 2014. And if you're following along right now, you can probably feel the weight of it. Kelce's season hasn't just been about stats, it's been about emotions, leadership, and the pressure of being the face of a franchise. That's exactly why I want to pause for a second and tell you this. If you don't want to miss the highs, the lows, and all the drama that makes this sport unforgettable, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Trust me, the twists aren't slowing down anytime soon. Even Kelce himself admitted the struggles. On his own New Heights podcast, he opened up saying, "I know it's kind of sounding like a broken record from last year's Super Bowl, but that's on us as leaders. I'll take the most accountability myself. I wasn't ready for that first drive." Those words reveal the bigger picture. Behind the sideline shouting matches and viral moments is a player trying to own up to his mistakes and reset for the season ahead. And that's what makes nights like this so compelling. It's not just football, It's raw human drama. It's the fire of a coach demanding more and a star player battling frustration with the world watching. Whether you see it as passion or pressure, one thing's for sure: the Chiefs are in uncharted waters. And as fans, we can't look away. Because if a team like Kansas City, with Reid on the sidelines and Kelce at tight end, can look this fragile, then the NFL landscape is wide open. That's the beauty and the heartbreak of this sport. And if you're feeling that roller coaster just as much as I am right now, don't just watch from the sidelines. Hit subscribe, stay locked in, and ride this storm with us. Because this story, it's only just beginning.